My dad said not to expect anything for my birthday, but I turned the tables with a surprise of my own. His reaction is priceless. When I turned 18, I didn't have high hopes. My brother got a brand new truck for his 18th. My sister, a trip to Italy with her best friends. A week before my birthday, my dad looked me dead in the eye and said, "Don't expect much this year, things are tight." Yeah, sure. Things were always tight when it came to me, but somehow never tight when it came to them. Growing up, I was the background noise of the family. My brother was the golden boy, captain of the football team, straight A student, the one everyone bragged about. My sister was the family princess. She could burn down the kitchen and still be told how adorable she was. Me? I was just there. I remember being 12 and winning first place at the county science fair. I ran home ready to show everyone the medal, but that same day, my brother hit a home run at his baseball game. Guess which one got talked about over dinner? Spoiler, it wasn't the science fair. At 15, I made honor roll for the first time. I left the certificate on the counter, hoping someone would notice. 3 days later, it was under a pile of my sister's makeup flyers. Nobody said a word. So when Dad gave me that little speech about money being tight, I didn't even feel upset. Just tired. I'd been working at a local hardware store since I was 16, saving almost every paycheck. I told my parents it was for college stuff, which wasn't a total lie. But what I didn't tell them was that I'd applied to Stanford, secretly. I wrote my essays in the middle of the night, sent in my application, and didn't breathe a word. A few months later, the email came, accepted, full scholarship. I stared at it for what felt like hours. I'd done it completely on my own, and I decided I'd wait until my birthday to tell them. That morning, I came downstairs to the smell of breakfast, but not my breakfast. Mom was making chocolate chip pancakes, my sister's favorite. She didn't even look up when I walked in. Dad was buried in his phone. My brother was talking loudly about some party he was going to that night. "Morning," I said. "Oh, happy birthday," Mom said absentmindedly, flipping a pancake. That was it. No card, no gift, no candle, not even a "how does it feel to be 18?" So I sat down, ate quietly, and waited. When everyone finally stopped talking, I said, "Hey, can I show you something real quick?" Dad looked annoyed. Mom turned halfway around. My brother kept scrolling. I opened my laptop and turned it toward them. On the screen was the Stanford acceptance letter. Big, bold, and undeniable. I got in, I said. Full ride, tuition, housing, everything. Silence. Mom dropped the spatula. My brother froze. My dad blinked like he didn't understand what he was seeing. "You got into Stanford?" he finally said. "When?" "3 months ago," I said. 3 months? Why didn't you tell us?" I looked him straight in the eye. Didn't think he'd care. Things are tight, remember? His face turned red. Mom started tearing up. My brother tried to say something, but I cut him off. "You all never noticed anything I did before. Why would this be any different?" Nobody said a word. I stood up, closed my laptop, and grabbed my jacket. "Anyway," I said, "I'll be moving into student housing next week. Already paid the deposit with my savings." I started walking toward the stairs. Behind me, I heard my mom whisper, "We really messed up." Yeah, they did. At the top of the stairs, my dad called my name. His voice cracked, but I didn't turn around. 18 years of being invisible, and I was finally walking away.